fuck. I don't want y'all seeing every goddamn thing. What it is, greetings and salutations for the people on the planet. It's your man Marcus Grady. It's a sad time, man. I wish that we gotta touch bases right now. You know, shit, man. My comedy comrade Reggie Carroll up out of here. Motherfucker took the bow, the curtain call, and he up there with so many other of our friends and shit. Now, it just so happens to involve our partner, Katt Williams. Now, the one thing I've noticed is, just like with Kevin Hart when he was going through his shit, I think he crashed and shit, and back was fucked up, and because he was fucking bitches other than his wife or whatever it was, right? No, I mean, I think that's what it was. You had people who was cheering for this nigga's downfall. I mean, they actually wanted the nigga to die. I'm like, God damn. Y'all the same niggas I saw smiling in his face all the time. You want to take his place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. You motherfuckers. God damn. Let's see. Katt Williams. No, let me see. No, yeah. See, I'm just gonna pull this up. This motherfuckers I've never heard of. These motherfuckers, Katt, motherfucker, you the oracle of truth, Katt. I don't know how Katt got blamed for it. This is all I'm saying. Now, Katt's not a perfect motherfucker. Who is? Katt's got some asshole in him. Who don't? I mean, shit, like I said, niggas still owe me money. Shit. And to find out this nigga was riding around with a tour bus with like 10 to 14 $1 million, nigga, the little bit of money you owed me, few thousand wasn't shit, man. I don't care if it was 50. It wasn't even 50. That's all I'm saying. God damn. And I still ain't mad at the nigga. I ain't gonna say this nigga's a mafia boss with conspiracies to have people off and shit. Like, what? People accusing Katt of Reggie Carroll. Yeah, see, these motherfuckers don't want you to speak English no more. How the fuck we gonna communicate if people don't know? Now, Scruncho, I get it. You being emotional. I'm not saying I agree with it, but you being emotional, Scruncho. You're emotionally reacting rather than mentally responding. Now, come on. You even said yourself in the interview with Forgotten Kings and Emmerich, you even said Reggie was a wild boy. I mean, come on, man. You said the nigga called you after pistol whipping people because they was talking shit about you. I'm just saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree with you. That's a loyal friend. It is, but come on. Karma. You don't think people just, you really think everybody just gonna let that ride like that? First of all, you pulled the gun and didn't use it. I mean, you smacked me with it, but you think, nigga, a lot of people don't feel like that. They feel like if you pull it, you better use it. So that's just that. I'm just saying, hey, he was not, okay, maybe this is the motherfucker. Let me see. Who is this nigga? Yes, is this name? Yeah, this nigga. I got a problem with him. I don't even want to say his name because I don't know the nigga. He's a recent motherfucker. Now, mind you, the reason why it's taking me so long to even put out my condolences out there to Reggie's family and to say rest in punchlines to Reggie is because I got the news a few days later than everybody else because I'm not in the country. I'm outside the United States. So, shit travels a little bit. It's a couple steps behind everybody else, but I got the news. And so anyway, Katt didn't do it. The security guard did the security. His security did it, who happens to be his cousin. Him and Reggie they know each other. So, nigga, they got a relationship. nowadays. Not gay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they knew each other from working, from being on the tour and shit. He's Katt security, so forth and so on. Okay. Now, wait. What's this? Monique. Okay. And act like and downplay. All right, now this nigga here. Who is this nigga? You don't know Katt, nigga. Nah, I know Katt. Like I said, he could be an asshole at times. No, but he's an acquired taste, okay? Like I said, he could be an asshole who's not. Who doesn't have some asshole and issues that other people might not dig. It's an acquired taste. But who is this? Okay, hold up. Let me see. Carroll was. Oh, they knew who he was. We got the pictures. What we not gonna do is act like Red Grant. You ain't know who Reggie Carroll. Who is this nigga? What we not gonna do is just start speaking out the side of our neck with no facts. What the fuck are you doing? Now I don't like that. Okay, I don't like this court of public appeal and opinion and shit. That's not the law. How come Katt ain't saying nothing? How about he trying to figure out what the fuck happened to? What the fuck? Katt wasn't even there. So what the fuck? This nigga, wait a minute. He knew who he was. We got the picture. What we not gonna do is sit up here, Monique, and act like and downplay who the fuck Reggie Carroll was. They know him. Katt Williams. You the truth teller. Yep, that's what they You the Lord of knowing so much truth. He ain't the Lord of shit. You the master. See, now that sounds like some haterade shit right there. Who said that? You're saying that. Just because the nigga turned out to be accurate with his deductions and his predictions, other people started saying it, but he never said that. He just gave you his thoughts, just like what you doing right now. But your shit ain't even based upon no facts. Your shit's all opinion, and it's like, hate. You got hate. You need to meditate. Then you need to go within. Nigga, of being able to tell everybody else's shit. Katt Williams, tell me why Reggie Carroll died out your house. Oh man. Now, see, what the fuck is that? Ain't that like some trying to dry snitch? You want to cast the what's the word I'm looking for? You know how you make it seem like a nigga guilty? What the fuck? See, people like you, homie, you got nothing good coming to you in your life. And I could tell just by that shit right there, you didn't have a father in your life. It was your mama and sisters. You didn't even have no uncles. Because that's bitch shit. See, you got a beard, but you a bitch nigga with a beard. Now, just let me address it, because even Scruncho, I'm not even going to show Scruncho, but like I said, Scruncho was in an interview with like Emrek and Forgotten Kings. And even they saying some shit, but I get it. Everybody's being emotional, especially if you didn't grow up in the 80s and have people die that you know, shit. And we was just talking, now this nigga gone. It's really traumatic. And it's still traumatic even if you grew up with it. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, how come nobody wants to deal with the facts and then be real? Okay. Scruncho, Katt, what happened? Some nigga at your house and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's just deal with the facts. I wasn't there either. Okay, just let me start right there. I wasn't there either. So then let's just deal with the facts of what we know. What we first heard was Reggie was up out of here, right? Then we heard, first question, what? How? The nigga was shot. You're like, what? And then to find out it was multiple times. Now the story keeps changing. I don't know if it's changing or greater details are being added, right? Because then I heard the nigga got busted on 5 times, which that right there, I was like, that sound personal. That don't sound accidental. That sound like I want this nigga. That's what that sound like. 5 shots. Then for the dude, Marquise Williams, I think that's what they call him. Cat cousin, which he employs family, which that's what you're supposed to do, is it not? Okay. Every other ethnic group, they employ family. It's family business. Okay. Then, so he's arrested as the one that did it. I'm just dealing with what we know. Okay. These are the facts. Okay. So what we know is he's the one who shot Reggie. Okay. We know this. Why? He's in custody. Right? Now, we've also seen pictures with him and Reggie. And we know this nigga is significantly taller than Reggie. Reggie's strong, but this other nigga, he's 6'8". Okay, so once again, sounds like it was more than just, I don't know, I'm angry, right? Because you would think they'd go ahead and tussle, right? Because once again, when you know people, although most murders happen by people who right? And these people always want us to change up the algorithm, wants us to change up English and come up with other words to mean what the English word means. I don't know how English, the actual words became bad. So now we got to say delete until that's the word that we use all the time that means to actually take a person's life, right? Which in Webster's dictionary and in the law, they call that, it starts with a M, but we'll just read it backwards, red rum, right? You see all this shit I got to do just to communicate clearly? This is bullshit, okay? So, see, I done lost my goddamn point trying not to get a strike. This the shit they intended on doing. See? This is the death of freedom of speech right here. This shit. How come we got to self goddamn censor? Supposed to be freedom of speech. I ain't even really cussing. These motherfuckers making me not say murder, kill. This shit's in the Bible. See, so this shit struck anyway. Anyway, god damn it, these motherfuckers. I digress. My point is, we know who did it. He's in custody. You got other people talking about, well, Katt, what happened? Katt wasn't there. Now, let's just be real and let's just deal with this shit as men. Because what are people saying? Reggie's a father and all this shit. Well, nigga, so is Katt. So how come y'all are just making aspersions and accusations without any facts? What the fuck are you doing? They were obviously friends. Katt employed him. He's on tour with Katt. What, nigga, that's favor. That's likability. And if you have a problem with his personality, because I know several people who've worked with him, myself included, you remove yourself. The fuck are you doing? You're a grown man. Okay, so I don't think they had issues, is my point for saying all that. Because people want to go, hey, maybe it was two strong personalities and Katt just, nigga, they're not on the same level. Why would the employer and the owner of the business ever have to resort to fisticuffs with an employee? It's just, I banish you from my realm, motherfucker. You don't go on any more tours with me. So cancel this. It was a battle and they were fighting. Katt does not have to have you around. It's his tour. Okay. People coming to see him. Regardless who he brings with him. Red is enjoyed and they know Red is his boy. But they're there to see Katt. And Red knows that. No shot, no shade. Look, we're just dealing with facts, right? Okay, so shut that shit up right there. Okay, then 2. This is how cool they obviously were, is my point. Okay, it was beyond just an employer. All right. He let the nigga stay at his house, one of his houses, while they were on break. Okay, here's another fact of what we know. They were not on tour, even though Reggie is touring with Katt on the Heaven on Earth tour. That's a fact. We know that. What else is a fact? They were on break. Fact, They say 2 weeks. Now, for all of you who are, he's the father, and what the fuck happened, Katt? Well, okay, you tell me. What the fuck was this grown man that's a father that's 52 years old? This nigga been on the road. He don't go home. Why is he staying at another grown man's house in a state that you don't live in? Nobody wants to ask that goddamn question. But Katt being cool, like, fuck it, I don't care, nigga, go ahead. He probably asked his cousin, nigga, Chanel, you can fuck. He's like, nah, I don't give a fuck, nigga, me and Reggie cool. So, hey, we don't know what the fuck happened. How come you, how come you men who have been influenced by estrogen, it's in the public water source, everything. It's obvious because you niggas are emotionally reacting without mentally responding at all. Place yourself in the situation, nigga. Would you want people just speculating and throwing your name in the mix as if you pulled the trigger? People, the person who pulled the trigger is in custody. Okay? And of course, hey, nigga, Katt's a genius. Katt Williams has never shown himself to be a murderer. A person who conspires to have people deleted. Okay? And I've known the nigga for years, and you've known people. I've known him for 30 years. He's never been that. He's very intelligent. Most comedians are intelligent. You have to be. Look it up. So was Reggie. But also, hey, man, it's character things. And then, of course, Corey talks about how wild, Corey Holcomb talks about how wild Reggie was. So we don't know what the fuck this 52-year-old grown man did that placed himself in a situation that caused him to have to leave the planet. We don't know, now do we? But I'm gonna tell you what I know from growing up in the same sorts of environments that he did and we do. That shit seemed personal. Because when you know somebody, you go on and fight and shit like that. Even in your 50s, I know motherfuckers got a problem with that, but nigga, hey, nigga, talk to the old lion. Motherfuckers ain't gonna just put it down. Motherfuckers, it's respect. But anyway, so it wasn't a fight, but then the gunfire, the degree. The last thing we heard was that he was shot with a shotgun. Now, sounds like one time would be enough for that, but goddamn, I heard he got shot 5 times. So if it was 5 times with a shotgun, god damn, both of them seem personal, is my point. Now, I don't know, but what I do know is human nature, right? I don't know. I mean, especially down south. I mean, that sounds like you fuck somebody's wife type shit. That sounds like a drug deal gone bad type shit. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like you thought you were slicker. You thought you were better than. You thought, fuck this country, nigga. Like, whatever the action was, but that's the spirit, right? Oh, shit, nigga, I come from the big city, nigga. I know all these Hollywood niggas. Nigga, I got pocket full of money, nigga. I'm on tour with Katt Williams, nigga. And I've heard, and Reggie is acquired taste too. You know what I mean? And he gonna get his, and he gets his in a way that is unique. And he's very talented. He's very funny, but he also, like all of us, got to be. Sometimes you got to be your own enforcer. Sometimes you got to be your own debt collector and shit. And this is comedy, people. So no shade, shit. Could have easily happened to any one of us, Scruncho too, shit, man. We're fighters, but you got to use wisdom, man. You can't. All I'm saying is I don't know what happened either, just like you don't know. I'm not speculating. What I'm saying is let's look at the facts. What was this grown man doing staying at another grown man's house during a break of a tour? You were already away from the house. This is my point. Okay, I get it if nigga you wasn't on the road, you've been in town for a while. Nigga, I just got to get out of here for a minute. Nigga, just let me cultivate some new, nigga, relationships and check out some new paths and some different states. You know what I mean? because we all do that. I'm just saying you were already on the road traveling to multiple cities through multiple states. And now that you have a break, you don't want to just go home and lay up and catch your breath and be around familiar surroundings and shit where it's not new, where I don't have to be on guard so much. Or did you fuck around and make the mistake of assuming that a foreign place was home to you and you let your guard down and got caught slipping? All of it's a mystery. The two people that were there, one is gone and one's in custody. Just because Katt Williams is, man, this is the thing, man. This is why it's so hard for the few that end up being in a position that can really change people's lives. That's why it's so hard, man. That's why they hesitate. That's why we hesitate to help a nigga. Because shit always comes back on the one who has the most fame, the most notoriety, the most money, shit like that. Look at Michael Vick with the dog situation. He was just trying to help out a cousin or something, and that seemed like a viable business. Why not? I still don't understand why he went to federal prison behind it. I know it's a lot of animal activists. You mother nigger! How can you say that? But look how you feel about human beings. You see? My point is, see, you don't give a fuck about human beings bludgeoning themselves for entertainment. Punching, bleeding, kicking. We're bleeding. Could die. People bet on it. They're in a cage. But we love it. We don't give a fuck. Nobody's saying, oh my God, look at what you're doing to human beings. But animals that's born to fight, I mean, it's not like the dog is fighting a hunter with a gun and a sword and got all these weapons and shit. No, it's just like human beings fight. Your weapons, what you came here naturally with to defend yourself, that's what the other one got. So the dogs got their teeth and their jaws and their quickness, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, but still, he trying to help out a cousin, Michael Vick. This nigga shit go wrong. It's illegal. This nigga in prison. God damn. I was playing football. I'm not helping another motherfucker with shit. Katt trying to employ the hood. I mean, look, man, let's just think back to when he first blew up. Katt tried to go to the ghetto and play soccer with the children of the neighborhood. You got a goddamn teenager want to grapple with the nigga. This don't even involve physical contact like that. The sport we're doing right now ain't even physical like that. It's not tackle football. It's not combat sports. We're playing football, European football, South American football, playing soccer. That's what Americans know. We're playing soccer. How the fuck this nigga end up in a rear naked choke with a goddamn 15-year-old? He's like, little boy. More like little boy. You remember? He trying to inspire motherfuckers because he like me. He's like, damn, when I was a child their age, I would have loved for the nigga Richard Pryor to hop out, nigga, and play some motherfucking street football with us real quick. That would have been some cool shit. Anyway, you know, this is bullshit saying that has been become popularized over the last decade or so, which is no good deed goes unpunished. Ain't that a bitch? Are we in hell, people? Are we in hell? No, motherfucker, karma exists. And no, you do good, good comes back. But in hell, yeah, Satan gonna go, motherfucker, did you just feed a homeless person? Chop his goddamn hand off. You don't help a motherfucker do shit. Motherfuckers kill Nipsey Hussle. Everybody's so gangster except for when it comes to the right shit. You know, like legal business ownership, employing people, you know, real estate, employing the neighborhood, giving opportunities to those who are less fortunate and underserved. And then we are motherfuckers always hate us. And that a bitch, you know that's a demon. But people going, man, maybe that's when keeping it real goes wrong. That's not when keeping it real goes wrong. Motherfucker, that's what real gangsters do. What did the mob do? What do the mob do? But no, you motherfuckers are more than proud, and it's easy as hell for you to sing and rap about goddamn shooting and killing one another on some petty ass bullshit level. You motherfuckers don't never even rap about an Ocean 11, 12, or 13 type goddamn heist. Small thinking. So all this small thinking with no facts has accused, tried, and convicted Katt Williams with the death of Reggie Carroll. What the fuck are you doing? Billy, whoever the fuck you are, Scruncho, come on, man. Wait for the facts first. That's all I'm saying. I know it's a shock. I know he's your man. I know y'all did the Knockout Kings of Comedy. But wait for the facts, man. Don't just jump out the window making accusations and shit like that. Come on, man. You weren't there. And think about it. Why was Reggie there on break? Why wasn't he at home? Why wasn't he in LA or Baltimore or somewhere else? Around his family. Around familiar territory where you don't have to watch your back like that and be alert. We should never be slipping, but when you at home, you you get a pass when you slipping. So anyway, man, that's my take on it, man. Everybody pump your brakes, okay? Let the facts come in. Stop accusing Katt Williams because he's the one with the most money and opportunities. You see how they train us to attack our own, that the ones that can help. The ones, ain't that a bitch? The ones. Nipsey Hussle was a one, but affected so many and was helping so many, but then they got a problem with him. This a bitch. So cut this dumb shit out, people. I said what I meant. I mean what I'm saying. And hey, Katt, damn, man. I hate that you got to go through this shit and that you caught up in the mix. And I hate the fact that Reggie and your family got to go through the shit that you're doing. But also, people, hey, man, never forget that life is beyond our understanding and control, man. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And then, what's that saying in the Bible? No man knows the day or the hour. Well, you don't know the day or the hour in which your ticket's going to get punched. So my suggestion is to live the way in which the Reggie has always lived, man. That nigga was living his dreams, pursuing his goals and objectives, and having life his way. You know what I mean? And that's one thing about this game. I know a lot of people may not know Reggie. I'm saying mainstream. But see, that's not what life is about. Life is about living life in a way that you deem worthwhile. Because everything is a process. And if there's no room for growth, why the fuck are you even in that lane? So, hey, man, life is life until it's not. What are you doing that makes you smile the way Reggie was always smiling? I think that's why the nigga didn't age. That nigga don't look 52. Always smile, doing what he loved to do, right? So, hey, man, I encourage us all to do the same, man. This has been Marquez the Greatest. Damn, Reggie, the fuck? You motherfucker, you. All right, man. It's Mr. 13th one, man. One of one. One of them one. Often imitated, never duplicated, but most loved and respected. Marquez the Greatest, man. I'm about.